What's up, buddy? How are you? Making some eggs.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Good, man. How are you doing?
Doing good. Good.
I was just double checking. I don't think there's any. I've seen who was coming on this morning.
Do people not think it was happening or what?
I guess so. They might think I'm gone.
Uh-oh. Well, it's just us two? That's kind of weird.
No, that's why I was double checking to make sure that I had am I on the right one?
Yeah, I mean, I just clicked the one that I click every time, so.
Yeah. Mr. Castro just came in. There's a couple people coming in.
Okay. So guess what I did yesterday?
What?
I'm going to the lodge for 2 days.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Wait, are you going
April.
Wait a minute. For what?
In April.
Oh, in April?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Scary.
All right. I can't wait to talk more about that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. We'll talk about it.
Guys. We're going to get ourselves started. I guess everybody thinks that maybe I'm out of town, so they don't want to partake in my event here. So I'm in Florida, and I try to find a private room for us, but sometimes it's hard to do. So this one will be a little short and sweet this morning. But since I'm at the John Maxwell event, I thought that I might as well share something from one of the readings. Good morning, Amy. On the John Maxwell event, and hopefully you guys can all hear me. Can you guys hear me okay? You can hear me fine? Okay, cool. So as we start every morning, I always like to start off with our affirmations. Something good is going to happen to me, and something good is going to happen through me. I'll say it again, so this time you guys can all say it yourselves. Something good is going to happen to me. Something good is going to happen through me. So this morning's is something that I'm taking from the John Maxwell Daily Reader. I am in good old Orlando today, and so I'll be spending my day with John Maxwell. So I thought this would be a good opportunity for me to share with you one of the motivational devotions that he has this morning. So there we go. It's called Cultivating a Positive Attitude. English surgeon Martin Lloyd-Jones asserted, most unhappiness in life is due to the fact that you are listening to yourself rather than talking to yourself. What kind of voices do you hear? When you face new experiences, does a voice in your head say you're going to fail? If you're hearing negative messages, you need to learn to give yourself positive mental pep talks. The best way to retain your attitude is to prevent your mind from going down any negative forks in the road. To improve your attitude, do the following. Feed yourself the right food. If you've been starved of anything positive, then you need to start feeding yourself a regular diet of motivational material, i.e. what I do each morning. Read books that encourage a positive attitude. Listen to motivational videos and tapes. The more negative you are, the longer it will take you to turn your attitude around. But if you consume a steady diet of the right food, you can become a positive thinker. Achieve a goal every day. Some people get into the rut of negativity because they feel like they're not making any progress. If that describes you, then begin settling achievable daily goals for yourself. A pattern of positive achievement will help you develop a pattern of positive thinking. Write it on your wall. This is something I think a lot of people don't do. Write it on your wall. You need reminders to help us keep thinking the right thing. Alex Haley He used to keep a picture in his office of a turtle on a fence post to remind him that everybody needed the help of others. As an incentive, people put up awards they've won, inspirational posters, or letters they received. Find something that will work for you and put it on your wall. Today, allow yourself to dwell only on the positive and not on the negative only. I'm going to go through the three quotes here this morning, or the three italicized words. It says, feed yourself the right food, achieve a goal every day, and write it on your wall. I think each one of those things is something that you all can do today, taking action steps of whatever that might look like. I write it in my journal each morning. One of the things that we're learning with John Maxwell is just the right attitude. Your attitude helps your altitude and where you want to grow in life. And some of us during our day today, we get ourselves so far. I was just seeing who was in here. We get ourselves in a position that we get ourselves. I was literally, no joke, I was talking to the Uber driver this morning, and she asks me what I do. And she's like, oh my goodness, I love John Maxwell. And I was sharing her certain things, and she started to go down this path. And I said, it sounds like you're taking an exit down victimville. And she looked at me, she's like, no, I'm not, I'm going straight. And I said, no, that's just a figure of speech. I'm not thinking you're really taking a right up here. I said, in your life, I said, you're going down victimhood. I said, you have to be very cautious because so many people go down victimhood. So many people, even on Mondays and Sunday nights, go down victimhood, where they start feeling sorry for themselves and feeling bad and like, woe is me, and can I keep doing this, and blah, blah, blah. You got to be able to make sure, and coach always tells me, to achieve goals, you got to do daily goals. You got to look at things at a daily level, like write it down, be like, okay, today I want to get this done. Make it measurable for you to be able to attain. But the most important thing, you got to feed yourself the right food. As some of you are just going around and just doing your life without talking, like each morning, I typically talk to somebody in some sort of positive attitude, positive aspect. Like I talked to Mike this morning, just talking about what's going on in the business, how we can be successful. What does that look like? How are things going? If he's got any challenges, we talk about it. But I like the word that it says in here, regular diet. How many of you have a diet of positive mindset on a daily basis? Or if Christian was putting something out there about his diet, that he was going to do a 24-hour fast. Well, imagine if he decided to only do a 24-hour fast the first 23 hours and didn't do it the last hour. Would that constitute as a 24-hour fast? Well, no. If you're saying to me that you're staying your diet, but you only do the diet like, every 3 days, or like, well, Brock, I go to the gym once a week, like that is not going to be a routine or consistent enough to be able to keep yourself in that right positive attitude. So the thing is, you got to make sure that that's why I put my alarm clock every morning between 8 and 6 o'clock every hour during the week, is because it reminds me. I literally was talking to some people yesterday at the event of what I do every hour. And it was actually pretty cool because these people are like higher level than me. And they're like, oh, say that again. What is that? What is that? I want to do that. And it's such an important ingredient because we all talk about what we do in the morning. We all write down our goals. We all talk about motivation. We all watch our videos, our affirmations. But as the day unfolds and things start taking place and situations happen, we get distracted and the wheels fall off. Sometimes our wheels fall off by 11 o'clock and we're like, the day's all screwed up. We got to come back to that positive attitude where it talks about cultivating. And when I hear the word cultivating to me reminds me when I was in the farms, when I was working with my grandpa. And when you cultivate and you plant crops, you just can't plant the crops and then come back in October to harvest them. You have to weed them. You have to make sure that the rocks aren't like building on top of them, and you have to like clean out we called the rows, and clean out the rows and make sure that there was water, make sure that they had fertilizer. All these things had to be done when you cultivate, and you have to make sure that you're doing the right things on a regular routine, i.e. when it says regular diet, it doesn't say every so often diet, it says a regular diet. So guys, I wanted us just to talk about our attitude today, and I would write down some affirmations, write down some positive things. One of the prayers that John Maxwell said that caught my attention this last night at our event, which was crazy because it was 8:00. The 8:00 last night, the event started. I was like, dear Lord, I said, this is almost past my bedtime pretty soon here. But 8:00, the event started. Thousands of people were in this room. And it went all the way till about, I don't know, 11:30. And the thing is, he prayed this. This was his prayer. He says, I've been praying this for over 20 years. And I pray for God to allow winners to come into my life. And today, 20 years later, I have winners all in this room. And so I just found it fascinating that I was like, man, what a great prayer to be around winners. And today, for people who come on, I didn't post this today. I didn't do my normal routine because I'm in Florida. But for those that came on this morning, regardless, part of your routine, part of your discipline, you guys are all winners, and we surround ourselves with winners. And so today, I pray for you to find more winners in your life, so that way you can take on and do whatever challenge that you possibly have, because when you're surrounded by winners, winning takes place. And I thought that was pretty amazing on how we shared that last night. So that's my message today. It's kind of short and sweet. I told Mike I wasn't too sure if we were going to talk today or not, just because of the situation I'm in, and I got to get back to good old John Maxwell. But here's the thing, guys. I never want to miss a day. Mike, do you want anything to add or share?
Really, no. You pretty much said it all. It's like it's mindset. It's setting your right mindset, getting yourself ready for the day, and surround yourself with people with like-minded mindset, and that's how you're going to be successful. I mean, it's all about who you surround yourself, and that'll pretty much tell who you are. So, no, I just second everything you say. It's always hard to follow you when I'm doing Monday.
Well, I appreciate it, guys. I know it's short and sweet, but Chad will be here tomorrow morning at 8:15. Write down on your notes right now, write down attitude, write down something that talks about your attitude and what type of attitude you're going to present the rest of the day today in some aspect, and pray for a positive attitude throughout your day, and pray for winners to come into your life. I appreciate you all. God bless you all. Love you guys. And I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow at 8:15. See ya. Bye, Glenn. Bye, Sherry. Bye, Claudia. Bye, Amy.